Welcome to both of you. Matt, start with Nvidia. So your price target on this 220 would have it up 30% from here. Does that factor in a recession of some sort, or do you think Nvidia is immune?
Hey, John, thanks for having me on. Joe, good to see you. We definitely named Nvidia as our top pick. I know Joe's going to talk a bit about AMD as well, which is kind of second in our pecking order of stock picks for 2023. And we factored in a lot of things in our analysis, John. The fact that the market in Russia is now a zero for a lot of these companies, some turbulence in China, the fact that crypto is sort of permanently gone from the revenue streams, some inventory corrections in gaming. And they've felt a lot of the pain in NVIDIA already, and what's around the corner are product cycles in their biggest businesses. NVIDIA is the AI computing company across all vertical industries and in the cloud. A brand new Hopper product cycle with significantly higher prices, a new gaming product called Ada Lovelace, which is their new gaming GPU. As the channel clears through their January quarter, I think we're going to see a pretty big rebound in their gaming business, and a huge investment for the company in autonomous driving chips and simulation in the data center that's just now starting to come into revenue. So we factored a lot of those things in, but it's a good year coming ahead.
So then, Joseph, when it comes to AMD, is your argument that their either PC exposure is not so extreme that the consumer slowdown is going to significantly hit them? Or do you think the holiday season is going well enough that there won't be a significant inventory overhang that's going to haunt them into the new year?
Yeah, look, I think there's some near-term risk for AMD and for most of these stocks in semiconductors. You know, this is in the context of a relatively cautious industry preview. But I would say that the two stocks we're talking about here are the two stocks where I feel best about achieving consensus numbers next year. The PC market is meaningfully de-risked. Their business, AMD's business, is down close to 60% in client. I think that's enough to burn off inventory and get a recovery next year, even though the full year number is down. And then data center is weak in the near term as well. So I think there's some risk around that in the short term. But I feel good about next year's targets. You know, you're looking at very strong share gains. You're looking at a cloud market that, while there are cuts, AMD taking a higher percentage of that, and I think with enduring strength in those markets. And this is the worst performing large cap semiconductor stock in 2022. So I think they've executed very well. Their competitor has stumbled on the server side. So I would say, you need to be using this period of weakness to build positions, especially relative to this group.
Matt, I wonder, a lot of the negative commentary that we get about the space overall is that the weakness in, say, phones is not going to be offset by any acceleration or channel clearing in gaming or certainly in autos. I wonder if you think that's fair.
Yeah, for the group overall, I mean, one thing that I've noticed over the last year or so as we've gone through some of this pain for the whole semiconductor sector is there's not just one semiconductor cycle. The cycle in PCs and gaming is very different than the cycle in memory, is very different than the cycle in automotive, and they move at different paces. I think what the two stocks that we're talking about here are ones that went into some of this pain earlier. NVIDIA with the collapse of crypto computing and some things that happened of exclusion from being able to sell their AI products into China. AMD of what happened in the PC market maybe a bit earlier. And as we've talked here, there are catalysts for both companies in terms of average selling prices, in terms of margins, in terms of share gains that are coming into next year. But there's some pretty market-specific things for both NVIDIA and AMD that we're fired up about. Very, very different than what's going on in the smartphone market.